I was so close. I was so close, gang. I was so close. I almost hit it. I almost hit it that time. Even after a double loop, I nearly got it. So close. I mean, it's in my hands. I could just add like an extra blank space at the end of it that would give me more time. Oh, my voice went weird then. Didn't you hear that? At the end of it. Look, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Today's been stressful. Okay? I'm just going to lay it out for you. Today's been stressful. Because I've spent all day, literally all day, just trying to... Oh, Alec, man, straight in with the E. Amazing work. Love it. I'm going to be real with you, gang. I'm going to be totally real with you. All the super chats and new members we can get would be infinitely helpful, right? Because I took 2 weeks off, right? I took 2 weeks off, went on holiday, needed it. I was not doing well. Turns out I was extremely unhealthy, mentally speaking, and I hadn't realised it. Took the 2 weeks off, came back feeling way better. But 2 weeks off with only 2 videos going up, that ruins the channel, okay? That wrecks it. It's dead. It's dead now. It's fully dead. It's destroyed. The earnings for August are... It would be funny how low they were if they weren't required to pay for food for my children. Like, that's how bad we're talking. On top of that, I think I've kind of worked out what's going on with the whole... with the whole issue. With, done right. 6 months, Rich List. What an absolute legend. Oh, yeah, you can't take 2 weeks off and upload 2 videos. That's not how that works. YouTube hates it. But here's the thing. I think I've fixed the blue screen issue. Now, the reason I was having so many problems before I went away is because this goddamn PC just dies. It just dies. I click, start streaming. It dies. I click start recording. It dies. It's bad. It's totally... Papaya Pariah. It's such a good name. I love your name. Thank you so much. That's incredibly generous. I was thinking like 1. Like 1 would be fine, but 10 is amazing. Dunra, thank you so much for the 5. That's incredible of you both. I love you. Yeah, basically blue screen of death constantly, all the time. Constant blue screen of death. Not Intel. I'm running a Ryzen 9. I think it is. Is it a Ryzen 9? I should have a look. I should know this. I think it is a Ryzen 9. Let me just check, because I had to upgrade my CPU because it was trash. Yeah, I've got a Ryzen 9, but it was just dying constantly, and it was the worst. It stopped me from being able to do stuff because constant blue screens just means you can't do anything. It's like, okay, I want to record. Can't record now. I've got to try and work out what's happening here, because if it happens again, streaming, same situation. Here's the thing, and this is, I don't know whether this is good or bad. It led me on to something, which was to maybe look at replacing the graphics card. Graphics card is the bottleneck on this machine. I didn't have the budget to replace it when I replaced the CPU and the motherboard and all that other stuff. I'm still running a 980 Ti, which is fine. It still plays everything, but I don't think I'm going to be able to play Space Marine 2 with my 980 Ti. I don't know. I don't think it'll work, because they've said you need the next one up from this, and I don't think I'm going to be able to play that game, which would, frankly, break my heart. But it's not just that. It's also hard drives are rough. Hard drives are totally knackered. I need to sort out my hard drive situation. Oh, Funky Naught, welcome into the Acolyte level. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I need to take this PC. I need to throw away every hard drive, every SSD, because it's totally knackered. The graphics card, I think, is dying, but I have coaxed a bit more life out of it, so I need to replace that. It's not great. It's not great, because I want to get that done before, for September, so I can play the game I'm so fucking excited about. But that's going to be a stretch. That's going to be a stretch. Rathana, welcome in. Oh, to favourite. Oh my god, what an absolute hero. Incredible. Yeah, so loading up the dashboard and then looking at like how much YouTube wants to give me, I was like, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna actually throw up. I might throw up and die. Like this is rough. But for now, here's the thing. I think I might have fixed the blue screen thing. Now, fingers crossed, touch wood. There's wood here. Have I got wood? That's wood. There's wood there. My head's made of wood. Basically hollow in there, right? Nothing going on there. This whole time, in trying to fix this issue, I've had a little app I've had for years and years, called Rain Meter. Now, you might not be familiar with Rain Meter. I think plenty of people are, but just in case. Rain Meter is just a little low-impact program that lets you put widgets on your desktop. So, I add a little clock, top right. Brilliant. Super helpful. Like having a little clock top right, but it's not part of the taskbar, like that. A waveform thing on the monitor on that side. That's actually really helpful when I'm recording and stuff, because I had it set to read my input, like my mic, so I didn't have to look at OBS or anything. Like I checked OBS for visual, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes OBS freezes a little bit, and that's something I've always had an issue with. So instead I had this big like waveform on the other monitor, and that was great because that meant I could see it. Rain Meter didn't start up this morning when I started the PC. It just didn't load. Normally it loads up with the PC, and I realised, oh, I'm missing the clock and I'm missing the thing. Oh, I'll sort it later. I need to keep testing for streaming. Can you guess what's happened today when Rain Meter didn't work? Can you guess what's happened? After months, we're talking like maybe 6 months of constant issues trying to fix blue screens, related specifically to graphics drivers. Nothing. All day. I did a test stream earlier that was 4 hours long, just a private stream, loading up every game I own, having a ton of Windows, like a ton of Chrome tabs open, doing the most intensive stuff I could think to do. I was editing on it, I was putting God knows how much stuff up, my RAM was maxed out, like it's at 30, I've got 32 gig, it's fine, I actually want more, but it's kind of pointless at this stage. Totally maxed out, not a blue screen in goddamn sight. I think this whole time I have been losing my mind, getting worked up, getting frustrated. Also, I'm recording this and streaming it. I'm not able to do that normally because it crashes my PC and gives me a blue screen. Except I'm doing it now, and I did it earlier. So this whole time, it's not completely impossible that what I thought was a low-impact app that gave me a clock over there and a waveform thing over here was in fact destroying my ability to run my YouTube channel. So I'm in a weird place right now. I feel elated. I'm happy. Like, this could all just come crashing down any second. But for now, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. I'm also so angry that at no point did I think to get rid of this app. Because if it was that app, that means that this whole time I could have just turned off one thing and all of the tech issues that I've had for literally months wouldn't have happened. Now, if that's the case, I am going to go and live in a hole in the woods and you will never see me again. If it does crash partway through the stream, I think I'll actually be slightly uplifted by that because it means that I haven't just been an incompetent moron for well over half a year. We'll have to see how it goes, won't we, gang? I do like this shirt. It's got a cool back to it as well. You can't... There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Very Halloween themed, but whatever. Oh no, Dunra, the monitor blow up was something totally different. The cable was like frayed and the wires were just open to the air. I don't know how that happened. I think it must have got caught on the shelves I've got when the desk was raising and lowering. I'm also quite tired, which is why I'm a bit manic, but it's fine. Okay. I've got 3 things open. We've got the Warhammer Plus miniatures. We want to take a look at those. We've got the Skaven reveals, which I'm excited about. I've seen one thing, I'm well excited about that. And we've got the Blood Angels reveals, which is the Sanguinor and the Sanguinary Guard, which I've actually been spoiled already. There was no way of me avoiding that because it was everywhere. And someone mentioned a bit of the old Middle Earth going on. Have we got new models for Middle Earth? And if so, where? The Rise of Angmar. Okay, is that going to show us? Oh, yeah, those are new. Okay, right, well, we got... Oh my god, this is going to take ages. You're going to have to keep chucking super chats and memberships to keep me awake. You're going to have to make Doreen shout at me, because Jesus. Kill Team... Wait. Oh, no, we've already looked at Kill Team. Believer, we covered Kill Team. Why didn't... I never did a video out of the stream for the Kill Team thing, did I? Right, well, there's going to be like a video every day for the, for the next, like, 4 days. Because I streamed that and then forgot to cut it down. Although that's going to be 720p, which is garbage. So I might just re-record it. For the Kill Team stuff? Yeah, look, No, I'm not having this. We did the stream for Kill Team. We did the stream for it. They had the Vespid Stingwings, and they had the non-Elysians. We did that. I just didn't make a video out of it, which I should have done. But this stream is going to get super chopped up, right? So, if you're watching this, the next, like, 3-4 videos that go out on the channel, you probably don't need to watch. I'd appreciate it if you did, because, you know, every watch super helps. But not everyone likes watching a live stream, and not everyone can be available when it happens. So I'm going to be taking the bits of what we look at and chopping those up and putting those out as separate videos. Just because streams aren't for everyone, you know? They're not for everyone. So we're going to be doing it that way, which will work super well because I can record whilst I stream now. Oh, right. We ready? We ready? Oh no, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay. Am I? Alright, okay, there we go. Sorry. God damn it, that was awful. Ugh. Okay. Christ. That was bad. That actually hurt my throat. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Are we all ready? We're not dropping anything, are we? Drop frames, 0. Temperatures, good across the board. Let's have a look at some Warhammer Plus miniatures. Oh, wait, I should do a proper intro. Hang on. Okay, let's do a proper intro. Shut up, chat. I'm just going to include this. Shall I just include this? No, I'm not going to include this. Oh, Jack of No Trades. Thank you so much. Don't forget the Warriors of Chaos too. Wait, we've got new Warriors of Chaos as well. Wait, what? Oh, Jesus. Okay, we'll sort that in a minute. Right. Okay. That was terrible. I didn't mute for that. I should have done. Oh, Old World? Oh, my God. All right, let me get that up before I start this. It's going to be such a mess, this stream. I hope you're ready for this to last like 8 goddamn hours. Right. Is it Old World Almanac? 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 That's not. Alright, I scrolled down too much. Okay. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. The stream was briefly knocked out by an HIV storm. Now that's going to be in the intro. That's going to be intro now, Dead Silverborn. Come on, give us a chance. Right. Let's Okay. Professional intro time. This is going to be so cringe because you lot are here and you're just going to see me do it. It's going to be... This is going to... I'm having second thoughts. Alright, welcome back. We've got new Warhammer Plus miniatures. If you subscribe, you get one. which is probably like most of the cost of subscription because there's no content on the platform. So let's have a look at them. That was unreasonably harsh when I chat. What was that about? Let's go straight to the models. No, we're just gonna do the one intro. Okay, here we go. Let's go full screen. Let's go pro. First impression. First question. Where was the brief? Oh, unsanctioned Goof interrupting me straight away. Loving your work, Goof. Love you. You know that. You know it. You know it's true. Here's a question. Where was the design brief for this guy when they made Kotias? Because this, my initial impression of this, is that it looks absolutely fantastic. The armour looks great. The big old, like, chest plate there with the Inquisition symbol looks fantastic. You've got all the fur around the cloak that looks really good. The cloak looks fantastic as well. The legs, like the greaves and the bits over the shins and all that stuff. That might be the greaves. I can't remember. There's personality here. Like, there's actual full-on, cool-looking personality. Looks super in keeping with the rest of the Inquisitor stuff. Sorry, the Agents of the Imperium stuff. But that looks great. The sword looks fancy, but not stupid. Nice, simple melter gun on the other hand. Or is that a combi melter? I can't tell. Is it? Okay, just melter gun. Either way, that looks great. I even quite like the head, and I don't like bare heads for the most part. The alien-looking assistant, I don't know, there's like two big speakers going on, so does he just shout at people? No matter what it is, that looks fantastic, and it does that feels very, like, Geiger-inspired, in a very good way. Like, that looks really cool. This looks great. Like, this looks actually really good, which also makes me a little bit sad, because this is going to be an exclusive to Warhammer Plus subscribers, when it's arguably a better Inquisitor than the last Inquisitor they showed off, even though that Inquisitor was Kotias, who is a fantastic Inquisitor, except not in the new model form. So, like, oh man, the weird desiccated hand, really like that. It implies that it's an actual real hand as opposed to a carving because it's in a display case. He's got the book. The book they carry looks fantastic. Again, I missed that on the new Kotias because he didn't have a book, he just had a big hourglass. Unless he's timing how to cook eggs, I don't care. I want the book. And this guy's got the book. It looks great. Also, took me a moment, the prosthetic bionic arm, that looks awesome as well. It's a bit spindly, but I don't necessarily think that takes away from it. I think it just looks pretty cool. I really like this. This looks great. I'm also like, there's a really old model, and I forget what it was. I think it was, funnily enough, I think it was for the game Inquisitor. I think it was for Inquisitor, the game. I just said the same thing twice. Why? Whatever that assistant is, which we'll find out in a moment, that's reminding me of, it looked like a kind of penitent guy. It was some sort of servitor. It was like running forwards, had a bunch of cables out the back, had like flails for hands. I think it might have been a kit bash, actually. It reminds me of that to some extent, which I really, really like. This is the kind of weird, like, techno, diesel punky, steampunky, like, oddity that I really like from the Inquisitor side of things. That feels like it's been quite lacking for a while. Stuff like Rogue Trader, the really weird esoteric side of stuff. I love that, and it doesn't get much attention. And it feels like they've really... Yeah, like an Arcoflagellant. It feels like they've properly honed that in for that guy. This looks really good. I don't understand how the same... How do you get Kotias on the one hand when it comes to, like, the brief for Inquisitors, and then get this guy... Damien1427. Yes. Thank you, James. Absolutely nailed it. That's the guy I'm thinking of. Yes. I don't know why. I don't think it's actually that similar. I don't think it's that similar at all. But there's something about the overall styling that just kind of brought that to mind for me. So, yeah. This is This is great. This is really good. This is honestly really good. I like this a lot. Like, why? Oh, please. Please don't just keep this behind a paywall. I mean, everything's behind a paywall. You know what I mean? You know what you know what I mean? Models are behind paywalls. You have to buy them to get them. I realise that. But the extra step of Warhammer Plus and waiting for a year, this is great. This is great. I really like this. I feel like the Crusader helm, that would work super well on this model as well. That would look class. Like, really good. Also, I'm just trying to work out with the hands. Would the hand in the little display case, would that be the correct hand to go on his left arm? Is that his hand? Is that his hand? Please tell me that's his hand. Okay, let's see what the... Alright. The mysterious Inquisitor Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. Give me a chance. Ostromandius, actually that wasn't too bad, hails from the Ordo Hereticus, excellent, an uncompromising servant of the Emperor, so on and so forth. Equipped with custom armour and wielding a force sword, an infernal pistol. Ah, not a power sword, a force sword. Okay, cool. Inferno pistol, not melter. But I mean, it's the set. Whatever, it looks the same. Ostromandius cuts an imposing stance to the battlefield. He's accompanied by a floating Voxkull, yeah, and the mysterious Stentor I-52, a bizarre character who can unleash deafening tirades of bombastic oration. That should be the tagline for this channel. Deafening tirades of bombastic oration. Kirioth TV 2024. I love this. This looks great. This looks awesome. It just does. Just does. You've got it, Finn. Perfect hype man. Your own personal hype man. Sung to the tune of your own personal Jesus, obviously. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at... Ooh, Marshal Ashfield and Squire Udo, forged in the military academies of their home cities and further tempered in the fires of battle, Free Guild Marshals and sound technicians. Yeah, excellent. They were accompanied by squires who they used to relay orders across the battlefield. This squire is staring at a bottle of something. How efficient is he on the field of battle? Is it booze? Has he got a bottle of tequila? Is that what he's got? Because if that's the case, probably not so great at relaying orders. That's a good question, Just a Jester. Where are his coconuts? I think they're probably under his rope. No. Oh dear. Terrible joke. Right. I mean, this is difficult. This is difficult because the Free Guild Marshals all look fantastic. Named, unnamed, random, just some pleb in armour. Like, they all look great because the Cities of Sigmar range is a solid 10 out of 10 all day, every day, no matter the circumstances. So I kind of feel like this one, there's less of an uphill battle because he looks like a Free Guild Marshal and Free Guild Marshals are class. So it's like, yeah, of course he looks good. Of course he looks good. Look at him. Also... So, wait, the squire has got a pistol in one hand. He's got another... Is that another pistol in a holster on the back? He's got a rifle of some kind, or a musket, or whatever, strapped on the other side of the backpack. The Free Guild General is holding a pistol out of one holster, whilst he still has another one in the other holster, and he's got his hand on a sword. What the hell? This guy... What? I mean, this wins. It just wins. The Inquisitor is good, but this guy's got like 800 weapons. Look at him. He's absolutely strapped. It doesn't matter what happens. He's got something to cover the situation. Yeah, exactly. More guns than a Baneblade. Ridiculous. Oh, it's so good. So what is that sticking out above his shoulder? What is that? It looks like a... Is that like a broken skull with a like bit of metal over the top of it? I think it might be. I think it might be that. It's kind of hard to tell. But it looks a bit... we need alternate angles. And we're not getting them. Although weirdly I can see it a bit better there. Okay, yeah, no, it is. It's a broken skull with a big bit of metal. Is that just a display thing? So, they're battle ready. Yeah, for about 8 battles in a row. Look at them. Slightly more ostentatious take on the cities of Sigmar Free Guild Marshal, armed with a sword and a brace of pistols. He's got another gun hanging off the pack. Wait, what? Alright. Let's do the count. We've got 1 gun in the squire's hand, 1 gun on the squire's backpack, another gun on the squire's backpack, a 3rd gun hanging off the backpack, so the squire has 4 guns. The general is holding a gun. He's got another gun in a holster. He has his hand on a sword. And he's also got whatever that skull thing is sticking out the back of him, which could well be another weapon. I'm going to charitably say that it is. So we're going to say that there are 9 weapons for the one dude. That's hardcore. I love it. And they're getting wasted at the same time. What a pair of lads. Look at the bottles. Look at the drink. They're loving it. They're absolutely loving it. Okay, I mean, that's obviously awesome. A weary and wizened assistant, loaded up with potions, unguents, and other alchemical tinctures. Excellent. Excellent word. Excellent word there. Tinctures. You don't see it enough. You do not see it enough. They're simple to acquire. Sign up for or renew an annual subscription on or after the 25th of August, and you'll be eligible to claim your miniature from the 15th. As usual, monthly will have to wait 12 months. If the decision between the two is too difficult, you can buy the one you didn't choose with your subscription. It's so upsetting that Inquisitor is locked behind Warhammer Plus. Look at it. It's better than it's better than Kochaz. It's just better than Kochaz, and it shouldn't be. And I don't mean that in a kind of like... Here's the thing, right? I've said this before, but I really want to get it out there. It's not that Kochaz was badly done, in that the technical ability or talent or skill required to sculpt him, like, it's not like the person who did it was below par, substandard, not good at their job. They absolutely were. Whatever the brief was for Kochaz, I am 100% sure they absolutely nailed it. The problem is that the brief for Kochaz was to make him look boring and round and dumpy and like... I don't know what like. Like he was wearing a metal nappy. And that's the problem. And then when you look at that guy, comparatively, he just looks way better. And it's like, why? 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 But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Luckily, we've got this legend with his 8,000 weapons, so we're all good. Absolutely love that. So much stuff all over him. My chair's falling apart again. Look at that. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Love it. Love it. Okay, well, I mean, that's a strong start, isn't it, gang? That's a strong start. That's a strong start. Now, okay, we've got a choice here. Do we do, like, the good, bad, good sandwich approach? Like, do we do the Blood Angel stuff next? Is that what we do? Because I have an inkling. Like, I kind of already sort of know what those look like, and... Do we do that next? And then we do the Skaven stuff? Is that the best approach, do you think? I think it might be. I think it might be. Oh. The Let's get the fail angels out of the way. Okay, right. Just give me 1 second. I need to blow my nose because I'm being very loud, and I'm just like filling up with. Right, 1 second. All right. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. It's going to be rough. Did it go down again? What happened there? So if I press be right back on my my little stream deck, it also breaks the stream. That sucks. Although I will say my little live preview is it's looking rough, but I haven't got any dropped frames or anything going wrong on OBS. Oh, well, thank God for that. Okay. I'm so paranoid. I'm so paranoid that things are going to break. I really hope you lot are enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. I'm like, I got a bit nervous before starting the stream up, but I don't know. I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time as well. No, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can we get the. Oh, my stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate at 0. I'm pretty sure that's not true. Can we get a little bit of, can we get a few likes up? Just a few likes, just 1 or 2, just like 1 or 2 more. We've got like 3 times the number of viewers as likes. We can get that up, right? We can just, just what was that? Just shove it up there. What? Help. Right. Okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. We are going to do the Blood Angel stuff, and I already know that it's going to make me sad. Let's go. Blood Angels reveals angelic visions descend to rout the enemies of Baal. Okay, I'm not prepared for this. The Sanguinor. First off, it's not bad. I actually, to be fair, I love the armour. The armour looks great. The Mask of Sanguinius is rough. I don't know what they did there. But the armour is really cool. You've still got a bit of parchment around the leg. That's fantastic. You've got the old purity seal attached. Really like that. The chalice is good. The chalice looks fantastic. So does the Iron Halo. That is a really cool design. Really like the Iron Halo. Love that. And I actually really like the sword. Overall, the model's cool until you get to the extra bits. So it's like the core of it, the core concept looks really, really good. I'm not really convinced about the Mask of Sanguinius. Although, to be fair, this is something that I'm aware that this is something of a maybe not controversial stance, but it's all personal opinion anyway. But I've never been a big fan of the Mask of Sanguinius stuff anyway. I've just never really liked that aesthetic. I mean, that's one of my biggest complaints about the Stormcast, weirdly, is the helmets look like human faces. I don't want helmets to look like human faces. I want them to look stylized in more of either like a good old plain Salet helm. I like a cool skull helm. I'll take that. I like things that are like chunky and decorative. I'm not a big fan of like the death mask look. So that's always been, for me personally, a bit of like... It's not a miss because the Sanguinary Guard and the Sanguinor, it's a big part of their background. So it's not something I want Games Workshop to take away, but it's not to my personal taste, right? This one specifically, though, it just doesn't look right because they've incorporated more of the helmet into it. So you've got the really blocky section around the chin that looks like a helmet, but then it curves up, but then you've got a very organic mouth and nose, it's a really odd combination that kind of makes him look a bit like handsome Squidward, which is not necessarily what you want from your Sanguinor, right? It's just not quite there for me. The wings are really underwhelming. The wings are kind of... they're fine, but they're not exciting. They look... well, again, this is going to sound stupid. They look artificial, but for the Sanguinor, I kind of feel like they need to look way more stylized than that. I would love to see, like, big, proper feathered wings. You know? Like, whether it's sculpted feathers, but realistically sculpted, or whether it's actual feathers. Like, Indrasta-style wings would suit this miniature down to the ground, and it would look absolutely fantastic. It would look so good. Now, the main issue, the big thing, more than the wings, the scroll work, like the parchment coming down in borderline symmetrical style, is so boring. It's so dull. Where's the chaos? Where's the, like, rippling? Where's the feeling of movement? It just doesn't look like anything. It's just... yeah, he's sort of standing on paper. Like, I don't want it to look like he's standing on paper. He needs to look in motion. And he doesn't look in motion. He looks like a sculpted statue. Which, on the one hand, you could say maybe that's appropriate, but it doesn't, like, get you going, you know? There's something about the movement of it that just doesn't work. He kind of looks like he's descending, but the problem is that the parchment actively looks like it's supporting his weight, and it shouldn't look like that. It should look like it's folding and falling, like, in sort of like, not like Z patterns, but you know what I mean, like crumpling under hitting the ground and then the Sanguinor descending. And it doesn't look like that. It just kind of... it's got a Doc Ock feel. And it shouldn't do, because it's paper. I mean, it's thick paper. It's super thick paper. But it shouldn't look like weight-supporting paper. You know what I mean? And it's a real shame, because I actually think the armour looks fantastic, right? The armour looks brilliant. Yeah, he's got no nips, but I look, I don't. I might joke about the fact they're taking away the nips. I don't actually. It's fine. It's fine. Armour doesn't need nips. It just doesn't need them. Okay. I've never sat there and gone, you know what? That armour looks absolutely class, but where are the nips? I've never thought that. So that's like whatever. It's like the core part of the model. If you take away the wings and the parchment, it's good. You replace that death mask with something a bit less kind of... I don't know. Hang on, let me see if I can... if you replace the death mask with something a bit less like... a bit less like that.
Load-bearing parchment.
Load-bearing parchment is a real thing. You know, like... this feels like so close to being awesome. But for whatever reason, they decided to make the wings really boring, and then they made the parchment load-bearing, and it kind of fell apart from there. But it's not terrible. It's just not... there's bits that could have been done better, you know? There's bits that I think a second pass would have been nice. But the thing is, as well, and again, I want to stress this, right? Because I do this a lot. I nitpick. We know I nitpick. I nitpick a lot. I'm also very hypocritical. I complain about things being too busy, but then I make, like, all of this nonsense over here and all this trash over here, and it's super complex and overwhelming, and you look at it and you don't know what you're supposed to be looking at because there's just too much going on. I'm aware of all of this. When it comes to, like, the specific design of miniatures and certain aspects about those miniatures, it is all subjective, but it's also... there's also a certain story that's trying to be told with each model. And I think at the end of the day, there are just some models where the narrative of that model, what they're trying to describe with that model, it just doesn't work for you. It might not work for anybody, but the one person who sat there and went, yeah, that's great. You can't please everyone, but when it comes to stuff like this, where it's like so close, it's so close, I reckon you take those wings off. You make them proper, big, feathered wings. Not like fake feathers, not like kind of stylized metallic feathers, but actual feathers. Or when you look at the Stormcast stuff, that crazy like energy wings, you put those on. You get rid of the load-bearing parchment, right? You dump that because it's what the hell is going on there. You turn that into something more chaotic, into something that looks like just the sheer force, the sheer presence of this being is causing that paper to rip and tear and fly away. You would have an absolutely class, not just 10 out of 10, but like one of the best models. But we don't have that. We've got this. I don't know how else to put it, right? And the death mask needs to be different too. But frankly, that's one of those situations where you're never going to please me because I don't like death masks. So you're out of luck there. No matter what you do, I'm probably going to look at it and go, yeah, I would have preferred a helmet. You know, that's just one of those things. You're not gonna get points for that one, no matter what you do, which is harsh, but that's art. That's subjective enjoyment of stuff, innit? So close. The armor, fantastic. Sword, fantastic. Chalice, fantastic. The pauldrons, fantastic. The overall pose, great. What the hell is the rest of it? No. Also, Iron I can't get over the Iron Halo. It looks so good. Anyway, look at the back of it. Look at the... Alright, the back of it is way better. But again, the parchment is dumb. Look at the extra angle on the chalice. It looks so good. It looks great. Why those wings? Also the added detail of the little skull and wing on the flaps. On the stabilization flaps. Fantastic. And that style of jump pack, I love that style of jump pack. So I'm good with it. Just the wings are really boring. And the parchment is dumb. Oh, no. Right, hang on. Hang on a second. Right. Joe. The flaps look... No. The flaps don't look stupid. No. I'm not having this. I'm not having it. No. The flaps are grand. You look at the... I've maintained this the whole time. I'm not having anyone say, oh, you're just saying that because you changed your mind. No. The old style of jump packs, hilarious, but stupid. They don't work. How could they possibly work? There's no control surfaces whatsoever. It's just two rockets on the back of a dude. There's no possible way that you would have any sort of control. I might love how stupid and dumb 40k is. But there are certain aspects of it where I just want that teeny hint of believability. The Lehman Russ tank, one of the best models that Games Workshop has ever produced in their entire history. Could it go over a small bump in the road? No. Could it cross a trench? Absolutely not. There's no suspension whatsoever. Look at it. The tracks, end half an inch below the hull. It's crap. But it is also fantastic. But in order to make it more fantastic, if you could just see a little bit of the actual mechanism, a little bit of the suspension, and that's what they did, which means that the newer version of the Lehman Russ is, of course, the more superior version. Same thing with this right here. The flaps give it an air of... It's still stupid, right? It's still dumb. Look at it. They've put a rocket on the back of a dude who's got wings, a giant sword, and is carrying a big chalice full of blood. Absolutely ludicrous. Stupid approach to a model. However, it's badass. It looks great. But the addition of the little flaps, it's not just stupid and badass and ludicrous and over the top. Now it has an air of legitimacy. And you cannot...
Happy HIV Storm Month 2024. Stay positive.
I've been interrupted mid-rant with an HIV Storm comment. Thank you for... Oh my god, why do I have to read that out? Well hung in dung. We're just going to move on. We're just going to move on. We're just going to pretend we didn't... Oh, we shouldn't have moved on. We shouldn't have moved on. We shouldn't have moved on. We shouldn't... I got excited about talking about, like, the believability era. Like the... The new Sanguinary Guard. Okay. Let's I don't... How have they taken one of the most, like, fun and interesting units of the Space Marines in general and made them so goddamn boring? It's honestly mind-blowing. And again, I don't think it's like a skill issue, or a technical issue, or an ability issue, or a lack of practice issue. Someone was given a brief, and the brief was, what if we took the Sanguinary Guard, and we just made them kind of lame? What if we did that? Would that be cool? No! It wouldn't be cool. It wouldn't be cool. Oh, where are the wings, for a start? That's like a core part of the identity of that unit. This genuinely irritates me. This honestly irritates me. Because on the tabletop, the only thing that is going to distinguish these guys from just any old boring jump infantry is being gold. That sucks. Sanguinary Guard looked incredibly unique amongst the entire, like, pantheon of Space Marine units. Alright, alright, okay. It explains why no wings. I want to know why no wings. Alright, death masks, whatever. Retrofitted to work with new Tacticus Mark X armour. Why are we giving that an explanation? What? Genuine question. Who cares? Who cares? Stick a face on the front of the helmet. Do the masks give them stuff? I can't remember. Does it matter? Is anyone asking the question? How did they get the masks on the new armour? Or did someone just go to call, hey, dude, just want to throw it out there, the Blood Angels have got this whole Death Mask of Sanguinius thing. Do you think maybe we could accommodate them? And he went, I'm a super genius who's invented AI again. Sure, they can have a face on the front of their helmet. Who cares about that when there's no wings? Right. I'm reading it. Where is it? Is it at the top? Sacred pages of whatever. Sanguinor's intervention, sure. The identity is whatever. Where does it say? Where does it say? I want to read why there's no wings. I can't see it in this particular article. Is it in a newer one? Because if so, I would like to read it. They've got fluttering banners, fine. They can have bare or helmeted heads, sure. They're just not as interesting. It's just not as interesting. I don't know how, like, that's the only way to put it. It just looks more It's like, what if Sanguinary Guard, but dull? No one asked for that. No one was sat there going, you know what? I like Sanguinary Guard, but what if they were just a bit more bland? What if we did that? Should we try that? No. No. It was something about the bling and the wings being too cartoonish. Too cartoonish? Too cartoonish? What? Where's this article? Right, we're going fucking hunting now. Whatever this video was going to be is gone. That's it. Where the hell did they talk about this? I'm not having this. What the hell? I'm not having it. Where is it? Where's this article? Someone link me up right the fuck now. That's enraged me like you wouldn't believe. If that's actually what someone said, I'm going to lose my shit. Where is it? That can't... Okay, alright, okay. Alright. That makes sense. That makes sense that would be a fake thing. Because, Jesus Christ, I would absolutely lose my mind. I would go 100% feral. I would go hollow immediately if that was true. Oh, man. Okay. Whore. I had the Black Rage for a second there. Emperor's strongest Sigmarine. They're not Sigmarines. They don't look like Space Marines. Shut up. Also, thank you very much for the $1.99 donation. I really appreciate it. Oh dear. I fell for it. I fell for the conspiracy theory bullshit. I can't believe it. I'm just too riled up from looking at the boring Sanguinary Guard. Right, okay, I'm going to get the old Sanguinary Guard up. Because there's no way that they are still available, right? They'll have been taken off the store the second that that article went up. Oh, dear, that's not what I wanted. Oh, God, there's a lot of eBay. Good Lord. People have really jumped on this, haven't they? And they're all sold out. This is mental. Alright, okay, hang on. All the pictures are tiny and crap. Okay. Right. This isn't ideal, but whatever. Actually, like Games Workshop, whatever, actually explain why they changed this. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's... This is a low-res picture, but it'll do. It's fine, whatever. I mean, the nips are distracting. I'm just going to say it. I don't mourn the loss of nip. The loss of nip is just whatever. That's fine. They can get rid of nips if they want. I'm not too bothered about the nips. The nips being gone. It's whatever. But... I mean, I'm looking at it. I mean... Alright. Oh no. Oh no, I'm going to have to climb down massively. I'm going to have to climb down really badly. I'm going to have to really climb down. The legs aren't that different. Oh no. The legs aren't that different. The legs are pretty much the same. The legs are pretty much the same. Except the new ones don't have the dumb cross on the knee pads. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh god. I mean, I'm now... This is devastating to this channel. I'm never going to recover from this. I'm never going to recover from this because the old ones, now I look at them again, look derpy AF. But, alright, okay. Okay, just... Okay. Right, let's... Okay. They do look derpy AF. That axe is hilarious. Whose idea was that? What the hell is that? Terrible. But, no, shut your face. Shut your face, chat. Shut up, gang. Shut your face. Listen to me. Listen to me. They are stupid. Right, this is exactly it. Believer 1980 has got it. They've got it. Might be derpy, but they have more character. That's true. That's true. I'm not gonna... That was very, what was that? Playing the accordion. they are stupid. They are kind of dumb. Like, they are kind of over the top and silly and, like, really front-loaded with, hey, how much iconography can we load into one model? But at least they weren't boring. These are boring. These are kind of boring. You know what? If they'd just put the wings on these, they would have looked way better. I'm sorry. The wings are the best part. The wings are the best part of this kit. Look at them. And the thing is, I'm not just saying that. I once went onto eBay and bought 50 of these wings for use on other things. I love these wings. The wings look fantastic. The wings look so good. The rest of the model is kind of gash, but the wings are fantastic, and these are just missing that. You need the gold. You need the wings. That's what you need. These have got the gold. They don't have the wings. They don't have the, like, identifying feature. You can paint any kit gold, right? You can cover anything in gold paint and go, oh yeah, it looks great. These, the personality isn't just the gold, it's the wings as well. It's the wings as well. You need that to distinguish them that little bit more. Just gold isn't going to do it. Now, admittedly, these guys have got a nice bit of loincloth going on. That's nice. The weapons are more sensible, which is also potentially a bonus. The death masks are lacking character. The masks are lacking character. For, like, admittedly, the big old, like, Halo approach on these is a bit much, but it's identifiable. Also, the gorget. The gorget's a big thing. These guys, same gorget, just part of the armour, whatever. These, oh, no. These have got quite a chunky gorget, and there's a bit of extra stuff going on there, you know? There's a bit of extra going on that makes a definite difference. To my eye, anyway. I don't know. I feel like they're just lacking the personality, you know? They're just lacking in personality. They don't have that immediate oomph that the older Sanguinary Guard did, even if the older Sanguinary Guard were kind of derpy looking. New one's got Princess Leia hair earbuds. Oh, man. Also, what is this pose on the right? What? Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Please lead us, Kyrioth, to get our wings back.
I'm doing my best, Harry. I'm doing my best. I want wings like anyone else. Without drinking Red Bull. That's what I want. That's a reference to an advert that I don't even know if it airs anymore. Do they still do the Red Bull gives you wings adverts? I don't know. I don't watch television. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting cut in whatever clusterfuck this video ends up being. I don't even know what we're going to do with this. Let's just drop out of recording mode for a second. I don't know what I'm going to do with the last half an hour. It just became demented nonsense, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Anyway, the poses I hadn't really picked up on with this version because they, you know, it looks alright. It's a bit boring. It's a bit kind of standing on rubble. What is going on here? I don't know why, but on a white background and with a spear? Is the guy on the right just falling over? What is he doing? Hello, Freya Bloodaxe. Good to see you. Shelley, this is the thing. People keep saying that the new Sanguinary Guard look like AOS first edition Stormcast. I don't think the first edition Stormcast looked this dull. I think they looked more interesting than this. So, I don't know if that's a fair comparison.
Why did they take away my gold-plated nips?
You got to fight for your right to show nip, goof. You got to fight for your right to show nip. Yeah, the poses look rough on the white background, which is weird because I didn't really pick up on them here. I think these look okay, but as soon as you give them spears, they just look really... Oh, man. I mean, the guy on the right. What? Who is he stabbing? He's like 8 foot tall. Where is he aiming with that spear? What is he pointing it at? Like, what? Oh, I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not. I really wish I was, but I'm not. At least he looks pretty cool. At least he looks pretty cool. Aside from the wings and the parchment and his face. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's rough. It's rough, gang. It's rough. I'm sad now. I'm sad now. Can we look at something I really want to, like, can we look at something good? Is that allowed? Is that allowed? Can we look at something good? I think I'm out of I don't think I'm supposed to. I think you're supposed to cover all the shows I watch that are like internet produced shows. They cover the branding so you can't see what it is. I bet you can't guess what this is, can you? You can't guess what it is. It's not like iconic. There's none left. Look, if I go and grab another non-specific beverage that is made of... What is this made of? What is even in this? Well, I mean, it's 0 grams fat, 0 grams carbohydrates, 0 grams sugar, 0 grams protein, 0 grams salt. So on paper, this is just water, but fizzy. So I'm going to go and refill my water that's fizzy and brown and tastes of a kind of caramelly thing, sort of, but not really. I'll be back in just one moment. Do you want the intro again? Would that be really stupid? Just give you a bit of music whilst I just go and get another Coke. I say I've said it out loud. I just said it. I just straight up said it. I tried really hard to skirt around it, but no. I mean, my studio is here. The kitchen is the other side of that wall. So do I really need to put something else on? Probably not. Am I going to do it for you? Yeah, go on. Alright. Am I going to get sued? Or are they going to sponsor me? They're not going to sponsor me. They're not going to sponsor me. Other colas are available. You've got Dr. Pepper. You've got... RC Cola? Is that a thing? You've got own brand colas from like Tesco and the like. They all taste like crap, but whatever. Beppis? That's not a real thing. What's Beppis? Beppis? That's not a real word. What's Beppis? Oh, God's sake. I googled it and immediately regret it. Right, I'm going to get another carbonated beverage. back. We're back. And we're going to look at some Skaven. We're going to look at some Skaven because I'm super excited about this. I gave you no warning, chat. You just have to catch up. I just came straight back. Let's go. No, Shelley, we don't need jump pack Terminators. We need Terminators that do front flips and back flips, Dawn of War 3 style. Hell yeah. No, we don't need that. No one needed that, which is why that game was dog shit. Right. Get out of it. No. You're going to get timed out if you're not careful. Sorry, Goof. No, you're right. You're right. Fever Dream. Fever Dream. There was no such thing as Dawn of War 3. It stopped at 2. It was the perfect... What's a trilogy in... What's a trilogy in 2 parts? That might be the most embarrassing thing I've ever said. That might be I'm glad you understood what I meant, but it was still fucking stupid. What's a trilogy in 2 parts? Oh my god. I went full on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy there. A trilogy in 5 parts. Oh dear. Anyway, I've started recording again, and a good minute of this is just absolute dog shit. Right. The Slaughter at Hellcrown global campaign, the winner revealed. Skaven won, obviously, because Skaven are better than Stormcast. I'm saying that. I love Stormcast. I've got so many Stormcast models. So, let's have a look at these. And now, I've not looked at any of these, right? I'm genuinely excited about this. I'm really excited because I managed to kind of avoid spoilery stuff. Kind of. I think I've only seen a couple of things. So I don't really know what to expect other than it's more Skaven and Skaven are class. So I'm properly... Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, what have we got? Skaven victory. Hell yeah. Hello. It's Lewis, isn't it? I think it's Lewis. I actually really like him. He does a great job on these. Seriously. He does a good job on these. He's good at the interviews. He's got a nice manner on camera. He's tidy. He presents himself well. I think he's good at it. Anyway. Why I went into that, I don't know. But just throwing that out there. If you're watching, I like your work. It's good. Okay. No, here's the thing, Goof. It doesn't sound like me. It doesn't sound like me. Because I do not have a good presence on camera. I do not present myself well. I'm not good at interviews. He is the opposite of me, which is why he has a stable employed position doing what he does, and I am at the mercy of the algorithm. So, you know, Joe, no, we're not doing personal insults, because especially since, you know, we go down that road. I already know I'm ugly as sin, so I'm in no position, you know, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, alright? I can't even keep my head shaved for more than, like, a week at a time. Also, I've stopped doing, like, the mohawk thing because I can't be arsed. But I'm not cutting my hair, it's just getting longer and longer. So now I've got, like, a flop off to like, this side. But the back is getting super long, but I'm not doing anything with it. And the sides are white as hell. But I just can't be asked to shave it again. So, you know, I can't sit here going, oh, you're not supermodel, are you? Fucking look at me. Anyway, that's enough self-deprecation for this bit. I mean, I just threw myself in front of the bullet for no reason. Okay. Vizek Scour, Prophet of the Horned Rat. I'm going to try and close my eyes and scroll down enough to see it without actually seeing it, okay? I reckon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was close. I was close. That is fucking amazing. Look at that. This is just something that I would do if I had talent. Like, look at it. This is terrible content. I just can't... This is great. What the... Okay. Alright, let's... I'm just looking at it like, hell yes. This looks so good. This looks so good. For a start, firstly, okay, let's just throw out a pet peeve, right? Pet peeve, hilarious, because it's a giant rat and you can have pet rats. What are we talking about? On the current, like, Vermin Lord, Skaven Lord, whatever they're called, the big Skaven centerpiece model, there's like 8 variations or like 4 variations. I think there's 1 named and then there's 3 generic. They all have this big horn arrangement, right? They have a bunch of horns, really big, really striking, but they are symmetrical. They're like perfectly symmetrical to an absurd degree. If you look at animals in nature, they don't have that level of symmetry. This is very close to that, but it's not. Because instead of doing the full symmetrical thing, they've got damage. They've got, like, growth imbalances. The curl on the horn on the right side of the head is tighter than the curl on the left. You've got one horn has grown longer than the other. Another one is more twisted than its counterpart, but the counterpart is also broken. I love that because that's a level of detail that just elevates it. It just makes it so much more interesting. It's not just perfect symmetry down the centre of the head. It's actually... It looks more real. I don't know how else to put it. It looks more real. I'm going to get one of the Vermin Lords up so we can just do a quick comparison. Because stuff like that, that sort of imperfection is the difference between something looking kind of natural and actually natural. There we go. There we go. Lord Screech Vermin King. Perfect. Let's get that over here. So, if we go like that, and then we get the other lad like that, and then we put him just here. There we go. So, if we look at Lord Screech Vermin King, he has this huge crown of horns. It looks fantastic, don't get me wrong. I love it. I absolutely love the kind of Vermin Lord models. They look fantastic. But, there is symmetry there. The only difference is where the bells are placed. The actual horns are like mirror image with stuff added to them after the fact to differentiate. But they look totally symmetrical. However, whilst that looks good and looks imposing, it doesn't necessarily look real. It doesn't necessarily look natural. That does. That does. That has an added layer of plausibility to it because it's not symmetrical, because it's not perfect, because you have this imbalance from one side to the other where the overall shape is the same, but some of it is more damaged, some of it is grown in slightly different ways. This is like the peak version of this. This is already class. This is already really good. But this is like... This is just that little bit better. Just that little bit better. Not a huge amount. Oh, well, I say it. The cloth is really good. The cloth is absolutely fantastic. The pose is really nice. The damage on the chainmail on the front looks really good. Oh, I think this might actually just straight up be a really big upgrade. But that feels like it's doing a disservice to the older model. Like, it doesn't look bad. The older one doesn't look bad. It looks good. This just looks better. It's like how a normal Land Raider looks absolutely fantastic, but then when you put it next to a Land Raider Achilles Alpha, it looks better. You know? Yeah, the cloth over the arm, it adds a lot. It makes it feel way more dynamic. and alive. Oh man, this is great. This is good. Like, flat out, I think this might be my favourite of the new Skaven things so far. I think it might be. It's really nicely done. The tail is, frankly, alarming. The kind of gnarled fingernail / claws looks really, really good. Those two massive, like, buck teeth, I'm not 100% in on that. I think I'm not sure about that, but everything else, like, I think that's the only thing I'm not sold on. That's the only thing. Every other part of this model is, oh, so good. This may well tie with what's his name, the Summer King. This might tie with that, because that's my new favorite, like, AOS model. I just love that. This is so close. It might well be equal. It might actually be equal. Oh, so good. Ushran, thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, it's great. That's great. Even with the buck teeth that I'm not 100% sure on, I still think this is 10 out of 10. I still think it's 10 out of 10. Even with that. That one imperfection that I'm not 100% sold on, it's still... The rest of it is so good that I don't care. I just don't care. Look at it. Oh, my God. Oh, and the close-up on the horns. Oh. The branding on the back where, like, the fur's kind of shaved away, or like, oh, that is the big sword knife thing. What the hell is that? Oh, it looks brutal. That looks so good. What? All right. No, it's just fantastic. It's so good. Oh. I want it. I want it so bad. I want it so bad. I want that in front of me right now. The little rat. The little rat with a warp stone. Little scamp. Little lovable scamp. Love it. This is genuinely one where the more you look at it from different angles, the better it gets. It's so well done. Oh. That's made me happy. I mean, that after the Sanguinary Guard, it's a palate cleanser. I feel at peace with the world. I feel at peace. Oh yeah, there are little rats in the horns. I didn't even spot that. Look at him. Look at this one. He's like snuggling up against it. Okay, that's it's so good. Oh my God. That is a legendary model. Jesus. Okay. Kritok Foulblade. He looks pretty cool. His armor looks like it's got a little gut. Same. That sword is hilariously, like, overdone. What is that? How does it even work? I don't know. I also don't care. Look at it. He's got a scabbard though. He's got two rats with him. One of them is carrying the scabbard for his hilarious sword. What the hell? All right, that is class. That's so good. Is his cloak covering the other rat? Is the other rat peeking out from under his cloak? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's elevated, that. That's so good. The infamous Kritok Foulblade stands apart from the other Clawlords by dint of his cold, calculating frugality. He will gladly dispatch clan rats to their death en masse, as is his right, but he is of the opinion that those saved today might be more efficiently ordered to their deaths tomorrow, and they will perhaps fight a little harder in appreciation of his munificence. I'm too tired to try and read this stuff out. This looks so good. Oh, the back of the armor's class. Look at that. Like the segmented bit over the spine. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Oh, love it. His apparent charity has cultivated a loyal following whom he can trust to enact his plans. He owes his unnatural longevity and his vigour in combat to the blade Doomfang, a twisted sword containing the soul of a vermin lord who sought to use Kritok to betray Vizek. Ooh, interesting. In moments of dire need, it seems as if Doomfang wields itself, and sure enough, Kritok is forced to bargain with the vermin lord for each use, chipping a second, an hour, or even a day off its sentence of imprisonment. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Nice. Nice model, that. Yeah. Okay, oh my god. Master Moulder. Bloody hell. What an absolute wrong'un. Look at that. Alright, there's a lot to take in here. He's got a bunch of swollen awful poking out of his back. A bunch of warpstone darts to go in his pistol. And a massive warpstone claw thing. That is grim. That is gross. Like, it really does look just all around wrong. What on earth? Master Moulders have had their own flesh malformed by years of exposure to warpstone and self-experimentation. See? Told you, absolute wrong-uns. They take the field in control of packs of lumbering rat ogres. Okay. I mean, it looks great, but it's really gross. He's got like a little smaller... How did I not notice? How did I not notice? It looks like the pistol is being loaded by a smaller rat grafted to his shoulder. What the hell? Nightmare. Absolute wrong'un. Total wrong'un, that one. Ugh. Okay. Oh, we got a new storm vermin. Yes. Yes. Okay, here we go. New storm vermin. Oh, yes. Oh, look at these. They've got the armour. They've got the robes. They've got like a flintlock warpstone pistol. Hell yeah. Nice war pick on the go there as well. Oh, yes. Oh, they look so good. They look so good. I love the mix of armor and robe. Looks really, really nice. There's quite a bit of variation in helmets as well. Some of them got like eye covers, some of them haven't. The spears are similar in design, but like the blades are quite different from one to the other. They've done a lot to make a lot of these very, very like unique, but still part of the same unit. It looks really good. Oh, yeah. These are great. These are great. There's absolutely nothing that I don't like about these. They look threatening. They look well armoured. The mix of chainmail, like plate and cloth, works super well. Oh. Oh, yeah. Where was all of this energy when they were making the Sanguinary God? What? Oh. Oh, there's another rat carrying a flintlock warpstone gun in a sheath. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, that... So we've got a dude holding the scabbard. And we've got a guy holding... holding a warpstone flintlock pistol. Oh, he's got all the bases covered. Love it. That's great. Oh man, I'm loving these. Absolutely loving them. Right. The Arch Warlock looks intimidating and sort of tech priesty in a good way. I don't know what that weapon does, but I'm assuming it's bad. So we've got a massive warpstone claw. Very orc, like in that. Is the like warpstone stuff built into his body? Like, is it implanted? I mean, it must be because he's got a helmet that's got like a lens, an eye. What the hell? This is great. Is big glaive that's also a gun? I mean, a sword that's also a gun / glaive that's also a gun. I'm 100% in for that. That's fantastic. Love that. Oh yeah, this is so good. This new Skaven stuff is so good. The Galvanier, what a contraption. Hell yeah. What does it do? I don't know. I don't care what it does. It looks great. It looks like it could either explode in his face and kill him immediately, or rip someone's flesh from their bones. Might it do both? Quite possibly. But you know what? It'll be fun either way. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yes. It does just make me think that there's no good outcome to pressing that trigger. There's no good outcome. Doesn't matter what you do. Something is going to go bad wrong. In battle, they use their Warp Vault obliterators to empower other similar devices, as well as directing fulminating fusillades at their enemies. So yeah, I got it pretty much correct. It either makes stuff better, or makes stuff worse. And it could possibly do both at the same time. Oh, yes. Okay. Acolyte Globadiers. There's not a bad model here. There's not a bad model among this lot. It's all just really cool stuff. From top to bottom, start to finish. Look at them. With their little warpstone gas masks, their grenades, their big canisters of glowy air juice. Oh, it's so good. Again, the mix of like textures is really nice. So you got the cloth, you got the armor, you've got like the big canisters, you've got all these grenades and stuff, little ropes and strings and flesh and these are so good. Also, that guy in the middle has totally just ditched that. That's a I didn't mean to drop this sort of look, if ever I've seen one. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Warp Spark weapon. It just keeps going. Every time I'm like, we must have reached the end of this article. No, there's more. The Warp Spark weapon battery. So there's multiple versions. It just depends on how many barrels you want. Oh wait, gunner and support, gunner and ammo, but on the back of a giant rat. I mean, technically they're all giant rats, but you know what I mean. Oh my god, there's loads of... What the hell? So there's... Wait. There's 1, 2, 3 different weapon variants, and each one of those weapon variants has 3 versions of that Okay, wow, this kit's doing some heavy lifting in it. Jesus. Is this all one kit? There's no way this is all one kit. There's no way, unless it's you get one of each gun, like the what are they called? Not Storm Vermin. Oh, is it Storm Vermin? No, we just had Storm Vermin. They're up here. Oh, what are they called? Storm Rats? No, Oh god, the big guys, the big dudes. the big, muscly, armoured guys. And each one of them has got a different weapon. Vermin look? No, that's not right. I've forgotten what they're called. That's going to irritate me. That's going to annoy me. No, I need to look it up. What are they? What are they? Tell me now. Tell me now, Warhammer.com. Storm Fiends. It's Storm Fiends, isn't it? Storm Fiends. Is it Storm Fiends? Yes, Storm Fiends. So it's basically that, but it's a little heavy weapons platform. Okay. Fine. Awesome. Rattling guns, warp fire throwers, warp vault scourgers. I think even those are not that dissimilar to what the Storm Fiends have got, right? And it all looks very familiar. So, okay, cool. It's still going. It never ends. The carousel of Skaven never finishes. The warp grinder. What? Okay. That is the most ramshackle looking piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. 10 out of 10. Love that. That's great. Look at it. Oh. So good. The guy next to the ammo section has got a big old triangular blade. He's like, do not stop firing or you will get shanked, my son. Oh, look at that. Again, multiple variations, because there's a distinct lack of whatever that machinery is on the main model there. Oh. It's still... Oh, new Doomflayers. Doomflayers are great. I love Doomflayers. Doomflayers are fantastic. So them getting a refresh, like that. Like that a lot. Like it a lot. And it helps that they look brilliant. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is great. Oh, that Battle Tome cover is kind of... Oh, that's a bit... Is it mean to say that's boring? I mean, we've got all this mad nonsense here. We've got warp grinders and doom flayers and warp spark batteries and acolyte globadiers and arch warlocks, and then the front of the codex is that. Kind of lackluster. Kind of lackluster for the rest of all of what the Skaven can do. Come on, lads. Come on. You've got an absolutely stonking art department. Come on. I'm not even saying it's bad. It could just be more exciting. Could just be more exciting. Just, you know, add a bit in the back there, you know. That's kind of... the special edition one isn't all that exciting either. It's just... I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine. It's not, like, bad. It just looks like this dude. Where is he? Where's the guy? I mean, it's just this guy. With a couple of mates. But that's the thing. It's just this guy with a couple of mates. When you got this freak right here. You got this nutcase up here. And then you got this. You got this. This lad. You got this lad. Why are you putting the... just normal guy in armour on the front of it? You know, give it a bit of oomph. No. It's fine. It's fine. The Battle Tome is the most disappointing part. Let's go through. 10 out of 10. No notes. Apart from the teeth. 1 note. 10 out of 10. Looks fantastic. 10 out of 10. Absolute freak. 10 out of 10. All of these look brilliant, and I want all of them. 10 out of 10. Look at him. What the hell is going on? I don't know, but it scares me. 10 out of 10. He's going to kill himself or everybody else. 10 out of 10. He's dropped his grenade. They've all got gas masks. Look at this crazy mechanical contraption they're carrying. 10 out of 10. All the guns. All looking different. All looking fancy. 10 out of 10. Look at it. 10 out of 10. Fantastic reimagining. 2 out of 10 boring. Not bad. Not bad. The Skaven, more than made up for the Sanguinary Guard. They look brilliant. I want all of them in my hands right now. I want to lie in the bath and have them poured all over me. That's not true. That's terrible. We're going to pretend I didn't say that. What else did we have? What else did we have? Oh, we've still got Middle-earth. We have, haven't we? Oh. I'm missing a miniature for Skaven. What am I missing? What have I missed? Oh, thanks very much, Mrs. Dobalina. Oh, the Brood Terror. Oh, we covered that. Oh, don't you worry about it. Oh, we covered that. 100% covered that. That was ages ago, wasn't it? The Brood Terror? Where is it? Yeah, that was like June, wasn't it? The Brood Terror? Yep. No, we're good. We're good. We did it. Josie, we did the Warhammer Plus models at the start of the stream. That's going to be its own video at some point during the week. Don't worry about that. Oh, you know what? I'll be honest. I need to take a quick bio break. I'll just be 1 second. I'll give you the... Do I give you the stream intro or the be right back? Do you want the music or do you want just a blank screen? I feel like music's better, right? Music's better? Surely music's better. I'll do that. But even I'm gonna... Right, you just... Yeah, alright, music. I should put that under the be right back. I'll be back in 1 moment. Don't go anywhere. Or also go and get a drink and, you know, take a break yourselves. That's fine. That's fine too. You can do that. I'm not the boss. Unless you want... No, let's... missed it. Again. By like seconds I missed it. But I still missed it. Okay. Oh, you know what? For some reason, I hadn't considered how tired I was before I started streaming, but we're good. We're gonna cover Lord of the Rings next. Yeah, sorry. Middle Earth strategy battle game. You got to call it the right thing. You've got to call it the right thing. It's important, right? It's important. So, this feels like the start of a new edition of Middle Earth strategy battle game, which means we've got some teasers from earlier in the month, but now we have these. The Warriors of Khan Doom. Doom? I mean, what does the symbol denote? Duem? Who knows? Evil men in the service of the Witch King of Angmar, who garrisons his fortress at the most northern tip of the Misty Mountains. It is these men that the Witch King unleashes these men's at the side of his orcish armies as he seeks to bring ruin to the realm of Arnor. I mean, there's a heavy sort of, like, I don't know, like sort of Viking-y feel to these, straight off the bat. Obviously, not, I mean, weirdly, it's mostly the helmets, even though Vikings didn't have the whole horned helmet thing. That's like a bit of a sort of weird myth that started where it's like, oh, Vikings had horned helmets. They didn't have horned helmets. But that's just the general impression that people have taken away years and years later. But it also means that kind of has permeated through a little bit. We've got what looks like leather armor with fur, metal helmets but with horns. It kind of has that effect. The shields are kind of cool. The shields are really interesting. I like that. The weapons are fun as well. Got a nice mix. Spears, maces. The cloth is nice. Do like the beards. There's some nice beard plaiting going on there. Like those. Those are fun. They're not like... I don't know. They are... I think they're well sculpted. They look nice, but they're weirdly not doing much for me. But I couldn't really tell you why. They just sort of... Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. The detail's nice. I think the heads are particularly well sculpted. Those look good. The weapons are cool. I do like the wrapped cloth, actually. The wrapped cloth... This feels like one of those units that the more you look at it, the more you examine them, the more they grow on you. The initial impression is like, yeah, they sort of look kind of like Viking-y warriors. Cool. But then you kind of need to really stare at them for a bit. Overall, decent looking unit though. Decent looking unit. I do like those. That's not all we have to show. Cool. In celebration of ArdaCon, the world's largest Middle-earth gaming event, which is happening this weekend, we are going to reveal the cover of the next Middle-earth supplement. Okay, so not a new edition, but a supplement. As well as all the remaining miniatures that will be accompanying it. Oh, so Rise of Angmar? Wait, so they're showing off all the other miniatures now. Alright. So we've got Aldrak, Warlord of Khan Doom. He looks pretty badass. I'll give him that. That's a cool cloak. I like the fur. I like the sort of ripped elements to the cloak. It also looks like he's got kind of arrowheads sewn into it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, the big mace that he's holding is very like reminiscent of the Witch King's flail from the original trilogy. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, I quite like that. That's pretty cool. We've got Freaked. Who knows? Who really knows? Vassal of the Witch King. Very, very classic sort of wild druid slash mage of the woods look there. Lots of layers of cloth. You got some nice binding going on. A few animal bones and skulls. Feathers rather than fur for the cloak. Very sort of classic nature mage going on, which I quite like. Technically, I suppose wizard in that universe, but whatever. Little hint of a knife, though. Little hint of a knife between the staff and the belt. Liking that a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. We also have Aranarth, first chieftain of the... Oh my god. I can't remember how to pronounce any of this. The Dunedain? Sure. He looks fine. He looks good. The head is a weird... I suppose the head is like straight on. You've got the cloth going across the chin, which does make sense, but it just looks weird for a second. Yeah, no, it's fine. The sword feels wonky, but I'm not really sure why. But the rest of it is totally fine. Yeah, that looks alright. The Shadow of Rudar. This looks like one of the Wraith models from the Soulblight range. I don't know whether I'm just misremembering, but it feels very reminiscent of that. Good use of cloth to kind of denote movement there. Quite like that. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's alright. I like the mix of materials. Got the chainmail. The pitted sword looks fantastic. That'd do great with some dirty down rust. The armour looks cool. I do like that cloth as well. Overall, pretty nice. We've got Burdur, the Hill Troll Chieftain. That's great. That's a good model. I really like that. I really like that. Yeah, that's... Oh, that might be the best one so far, actually. That might be the best one. I really like the look of that. The sword is suitably terrifying. The scale is nice. The face is kind of derpy, but then the trolls are sort of a bit derpy. But that kind of like mask going across it does look pretty cool. I like the fur, the bandages holding on the armour across the forearms is quite nice. You got these little plates, these like riveted plates covering the gut. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That is pretty good. I like that a lot. Lots of little details. Lots of nice textures. The expression's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Oh man, the hill trolls though. The hill trolls are just as good. The hill trolls are fantastic. Look at that. I really like the cloth and the hoods, the way it's hanging beneath the jaw. Oh, it's so good. The shield covering the gut on that one looks fantastic. Oh man, these are great. These are really nicely done. Really liking these. The hill trolls have been done super well. We've also got werewolves. Oh man, mind you, you know what? This is pretty solid. This is pretty solid. This little batch of miniatures for Middle Earth. I actually really like the faces on these. The faces are nice. The musculature is really good. The poses are cool. Ooh. Oh. The fur's going to be... Oh, that fur's just like crying out for a bit of dry brushing in it. It's begging for it. Look at it. Oh, man. Yeah, those... it's between these and the hill trolls. That is a good little collection of miniatures. That is a good little collection of miniatures. I'm liking all of those. Very nice. Oh man, I want so much stuff. That's not good, is it? Oh, 100% Stephen. D&D fodder. Yeah, you've nailed it. I just... Oh. Oh, there's so much... There's so many good applications there. There'd be good goblin mounts. That's also true. Yeah, that would work. Vespids. The Vespids look so good. The Vespids look fantastic. I love the Vespids. Oh, man. Hello, Kurasam. Kurasame? Please. Oh, hello, Blinky. Sorry I missed you. Oh, my God. Sorry, my phone is going mental. Why? What have I missed? Is it anything important? Probably not. It usually isn't. It usually isn't important. Although I say that, maybe. Maybe one day it'll be something important, but probably not. Oh, how are we doing? Will you look at that? We've been live for just short of 2 hours. It doesn't feel like that long, but it also feels like that long, because I hadn't really realised just how much stuff we had to catch up on. There's going to be like stream cut down version videos for like the next 3 days probably. I mean, what did we have? They had Warhammer Plus, we had Slaughter at Hell Crown, we had the Blood Angels, and we had the old Middle Earth as well. People are going to be like, wow, dude, way to double down and be lazy AF. But, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, shit, Old World. Oh, I forgot about Old World. Is there anything... Is it new? Have we got anything new for Old World? Do we want to do Old World? I'm not going to lie. I've gone very tired. I've gone very tired. But I tell you what. I'm prepared to sell myself. If someone wants to chuck a few members over, a few gifted members, we can go over the chaos stuff. We can do it. I'll do it. I'm not proud. I'll do. I'm gonna sneeze again. I've got hay fever. Like, we're at the end of summer. I've got hay fever. Alright, don't anyone do anything yet, because I need to go blow. Oh, okay. Look, was too busy watching Valrak. You what, mate? You what? Valrak was live? What? I'm pretending to be surprised. Isn't he live like every single night? I don't know. I don't know. It says 1 day ago. 1 day ago? Oh, doesn't he put it behind members? Am I not a member? I thought I was a member. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Apparently I'm not. Wow, that's... Thought I was. Anyway. Doesn't he do like members only streams? Or like it's stuff that is not available unless you... Whatever. Why am I asking? Who cares? I don't mean who cares. Oh, in relevance to this stream, That's what I mean. I don't mean generically, who cares. I mean in reference to this stream specifically. Because what he does is not necessarily relevant to what I do, even though we do similar things. That implies that no one should care, and that's not what I'm going for. Because I've spoken to Valrak a few times, and he's a lovely bloke. And I think finally I might actually get to meet him in person on 30th to 31st. Is it? Is it then? Hang on. Let me just check. We've got the dates right. I think it's
Back
31st.
to the Blood Angels for a moment. From what I've heard from a grognard, when the last versions of the Sanguinary Guard came out, people disliked them. Now they fixed everything people disliked.
If that's true, Stephen, I'm going to be so sad because they didn't fix anything. But thank you very much for the 10. Incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. What was I saying? That was it. So, yeah, I was right. 31st of August, 1st of September, right? There is a tournament going on. You know what? I'm gonna promote this here because Mikey's a good friend of mine. I love Mikey. He's fantastic. He's doing a tournament, end of the month. There's still slots free. If you use the promo code Last Chance, right, then you get a discount for a ticket to go and play 40k for the weekend, plus food. You don't have to worry about food. That's provided. You get a couple of days of great 40k, and you get something to eat. Mikey's great, right? And I'm going to be there on the 31st. I can't stay all weekend. There's some personal stuff that's going on that means I can't be there. I was initially going to play. I was initially going to be there for both days, and I was going to play in the tournament. I can't do that now, unfortunately. But I'm going to be there on the Saturday. I'm going to be hanging out. I'm going to be talking to people. I'm going to be, helping if he needs any help with stuff. So yeah, that's, if you're interested, if you're in the UK, if that's something that sounds fun, you got that weekend free, then
That sounds like a great deal.
it is, Ryan. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think from what he said, Varak's going to be there, which is going to be really nice because I've talked to him. I've talked to him a few times over like WhatsApp and stuff, but I've never met him in person. And yeah.
Looking forward to All Stars. Hope I get to meet you there.
Oh, thank you, Papaya Pariah. Just, when you introduce yourself to me, just say the username, I will remember, and I'll know who you are. This is the only downside with having a lot of, interactions online, is there's usernames, which you get to know quite well, and then there's people's names that you don't always get. So, I've had... I had someone... This is... Okay. If you're watching right now, which seems highly unlikely, because I'm sure it would have come up before now. When I went on holiday, right, minor story tangent. I went on holiday with my wife and my girls. We went to Scotland for a week. We went to York for a few days beforehand. Lovely. Absolutely perfect week and a half. Such a nice time. I unfortunately had a severe issue with my knee partway through the Scotland holiday, but we powered through and it was all good. However, I don't live in Scotland. I live nowhere near Scotland. Scotland for me is 250 miles away. We were staying on the border. That's a long journey, right? So we were 250 miles away from home. So imagine my surprise when we go to visit Lindisfarne. So, Lindisfarne is a castle that's not really a castle on an island that's not really an island off the coast of Scotland. You can get there at certain times during the day because if you go at the wrong time, the sea covers the road from the mainland to the island, which means you can't get to the castle that isn't really a castle, okay? So, we go to Lindisfarne for the day. I've actually wanted to go there for ages. Not least because of Vikings, because in Vikings they show up and raid the monastery at Lindisfarne, etc., etc. So we go. I've got my two girls with me. They're both under 10. Got my wife with me. We've been walking around most of the day. I'm limping. I'm not doing well. My leg's really hurting. There's a guy. We've just finished. Too much information coming right now. We've just finished using the public loos. It's very busy. It's a busy day. Loads of people. But that's what we were doing. We take our turns. You know, that sort of situation is interesting when you've got, kids that are 8 and 6. You've got there's allowances that have to be made. I'm tired. I'm knackered. My leg is absolutely killing me. I'm struggling to walk. As we're walking away to go towards the monastery, the ruins of the monastery, I catch a guy's eye, and I'm like, that's weird. I just got a sense. I got a sense there, but I wasn't sure what it was. But I didn't hold the gaze because I was asking my daughter if she was okay. She had been a bit tired. She was struggling a little bit. I was like, are you good? I get a nice smile, and I get a, yeah, I'm good. It's like, okay, awesome. I look round again, because there's just something about this moment of eye contact with a total stranger in a country I don't live in that's 250 miles away from where I actually do live. And then a moment happens, and this guy that I've never met before goes, hey, I love your stuff. And I go, what's happening? This is weird. I don't know how to react to this. That's a compliment. Compliments are good. Thank you so much. With a big smile and a look of total confusion, and then I get on with my day. That's happened not like a lot. It happens occasionally. Like, the channel isn't even 100,000 like subs. It's not huge. It's not a big channel, right? But every time that happens, I don't know what to do. I am incredibly awkward in real life. I have no social skills whatsoever. I don't know what to do. All I can do is be like, oh God, I've been recognised. Why would anyone recognise me? Like, I'm just, what? How would you know? Like, how do you know it's me? What if it's not me? Like, I don't know. I just didn't know what to... I really hope I didn't come across as incredibly awkward as I felt. Where I was just like, oh, thank you so much. But then, I'm there with my family, so I had to carry on with the day, and I 10 minutes later... Oh, sorry. No, you're right, Anthony. You're right. Lindisfarne is off Northumberland. It's not Scotland. I'm getting confused with... Never mind. It's because I also went to St. Abb's Head in the same week, and that's sort of still in Scotland, but it's whatever. But still, I just didn't know. I was just like, oh, thank you so much.
A castle that is not a castle on an island that is not an island. Now that is a sentence.
Thank you very much, Monkey Mail. I mean, that's how they describe it themselves. Like, genuinely, that's how they describe it themselves. But yeah, I do that a lot in person, where I just don't know how to process someone recognising me, because in the back of my head, I'm permanently of the opinion that no one should know who I am. And if someone does recognise me, that disrupts that constant flow. It's like, yeah, well, obviously no one's going to know who you are. You're just some dickhead with a microphone and a now decent camera on the internet. Why would anyone know that? Idiot. And then someone goes, oh, hey, I recognise you. I like your videos. And then the rest of my brain goes, this is impossible. I don't know what to do with this information. I have to admit, I do regret not, stopping and going back and, properly saying hello. But it was that kind of mix of just going, someone recognises me. How? And I'm here with my 2 kids, and, I had this kind of, weird... what do I do sort of moment, and then it just felt like it had passed. It felt like it had totally passed, and I didn't know what to do after that point, so it just sort of carried on going. So I went to the monastery, we had a nice walk around, we bought some mead, and then we went back to the cottage, which was in Scotland, which was really nice. Pretty much Merlin, yeah. I really hope that I've made it clear anytime I've talked about meeting people in person that what you get is the not the edited down. You get the version of me that doesn't rely on me talking to someone face to face. Because this, you are words on a screen, which is far easier for me to process than an actual person face to face. Like, I'm reasonably sure that I will have put people off when I meet them for the first time because I have a really hard time maintaining eye contact. So, like, I've met people, like, going to Tesco where, oh, Ryan, thank you so much. Welcome into the gang as a cultist. Legendary behaviour. Love that. Yeah, I've like met people in my local Tesco and had conversations and been so awfully, horribly conscious of the fact that when I'm talking to someone new, I frequently look to the right and up of where their face is. And that's not normal human interaction. Like, that's not the standard. You tend to look people in the eye, or just generally around the face, but I always go, huh, oh, and end up sort of like glancing over their shoulder the whole time, because I'm just terrible at maintaining eye contact when I'm talking. I just can't do it. It really messes me up. I don't like it at all, but it's just something I can't help. And I'm super fidgety all the time. Like, I kind of have to be moving and messing with stuff. Like, I always feel so awkward when I'm, like, meeting people. Just because I'm like, my eyes, what are my eyes doing? They're going over there. I can't do anything about it. Tough shit. I don't know what to do. I can either look at you in the face and be silent, or I can look over there and have a human interaction with you. What do you want from me? And that's it. So, I don't know. Anyway, that was an extreme tangent based on nothing. I don't know where that's even come from. So, to be fair, I do it to friends as well. I'm terrible in D&D sessions of talking to someone directly and looking slightly to the side of them. I don't know where it's come from or what it is. I mean, someone's going to sit there and go, yeah, you're autistic or something, but I'm only just coming to grips with the fact that there might be a fair chunk of ADHD going on. And, you know, that's enough to process by itself. Give me time. Give me a bit of breathing space. It's not like I've been like that my whole life. Oh, wait. Yes, I have. As someone who's autistic and also waiting for an ADHD assessment, you're on the team. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's... quite possibly. Quite possibly. I'm going to go sleep. It was nice to... Hey, thank you very much for tuning in, Thurvin. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's not that long since I've even acknowledged the fact that I fidget like an absolute fiend constantly. Do you know what I have to keep away from myself when recording Adeptus Ridiculous? Is this. Do you know why? It's this. It's got a little switch on it. The switch is the best bit. It's the best part. It's so satisfying. And if I'm recording Adeptus Ridiculous, I frequently pick this up and then go, nope, and lob it across the room so that I don't sit there going, while I'm talking about whatever dumb vehicle we're talking about at the time, because that would wreck the audio. But I want to do it. I've got to do it every time. I need to do it. Each time I'm like, oh god, no shit, get rid of it. It's not great. I've got a little spinny thing I do instead, but I don't have that with me. But yeah, I'm like constantly sat there like, spin that, press that, do that. Oh no! I don't want to make Shy's life even more difficult is the thing. It's bad enough that we end up recording about 10 minutes late every single time because we just sit there talking crap. I don't want to make it even worse for her by introducing clicking noises all over the goddamn audio track every time we record. She'd lose her shit. Yeah, but Ketters, that involves acknowledging that there's a problem at some point before you're in your late 30s, which, you know, I didn't know there was one until relatively recently, so it's fine. It's alright. You know, you just power through. That's how it works. You just power through. It's not how it works. Anyway, what are we going to do? That's... Okay, this is it. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Okay. Let's have a look at these lads, shall we? The Warriors of Chaos Battalion. That's a lot of just Chaos Warriors. These are all... These aren't even, like, out-of-production sculpts, are they? These are just shit that's available right now for AOS. Isn't it? Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, chat. I'll be back in a second. My mum's calling me. At 10 to 10, I'm in trouble. I'm about to be killed. Wait. Is there... I just want to... Before we get into the old world stuff, does anyone else have this issue with parents? Whereby you will receive a call from a parent. In my case, it's always my mum. And the call is to say, it's nothing urgent. If it's nothing urgent, why are you calling me at 10 to 10? Just side note there. Urgent is anything past 8. Anything before 8, fine. After 8, clearly an emergency. That's how I work anyway. But, nothing urgent, but can we meet up because there's something we need to talk about? Now, anyone else have this? No? Just me? Anyone? If it's not urgent, if it's not, why are we calling to arrange a meeting in the future for something that isn't important? Why isn't that a text? And I don't need to sit there and be like, oh, you don't want to talk to your parents. No. I had a conversation with said parent for a solid hour, literally yesterday. That's You can't be doing that. You can't be calling me late at night and then going, it's not a problem, but can we have an in-person conversation sometime soon? That it's designed to cause stress. That it's designed to cut. Right, exactly. Kit bashing with Gaspar. Mum, this could have been an email. It could have been a WhatsApp. It could have been a text. It could have just been, hey, can we have a chat soon? Or like in the next couple of days. Nothing to worry about. It could have been that. But no, it's a call. It's a call late at night. I'm not about it. I don't call anyone after like 8 p.m. unless they've called me and I've missed it. We're beyond calling at that point. At that point, no. At that point, we're like 2 minutes from bedtime. Let's not do it. 8 p.m. onwards, no. Not having it. Don't do it. Right, anyway. I don't call anyone. I don't call anyone full stop. So, Merlin, you get it. You get it. Yeah. This is the thing, Jen. Yeah, same for me. I don't call people if I don't need to. If I call someone, it's because I actually want to have a serious discussion. Outside of that, you're getting a text or a WhatsApp. That's it. You're not getting anything else out of me. I live around the corner from my mum and she still does that shit. I feel seen. I'm with my people. Anthrax Crab, next Trench Crusade lore video should be this week? Friday? Maybe. We'll see. I've got a lot to do and it's still school holidays, so I'm still looking after my kids and all that. I hate talking on the phone, so of course my last job was in a customer support centre answering the phone. You know, I tell you what, you know what's absolutely ruined any chance I have of having a real job ever again? It's this. It's this. I've had interactions with companies where they have sent me the most absurd bullshit, and I've responded by going, there is not a chance in hell I'm A, signing that, or B, working with you whilst you think that's acceptable. So no.
I would be deeply worried if my dad called me as he has been dead for 27 years, but I get the message. Also, these are 20-year-old sculpts. Finally caught a live stream. Great channel, loves the rants and tangents. Also, did you notice the FW Eldar stuff is going sold out, unavailable?
Oh god, no, I didn't notice that. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Mike, I can see how that would be alarming. Yep. No, that would cause me alarm as well. I'd be concerned. I'd be concerned about that. Weirdly, funnily enough, this is, again, it's such a tangent. We're never going to get around to this old world stuff, which we will talk about, Connor, in a moment. Oh, sorry, no, wait, hang on. I've got the two mixed up, sorry. I'm so tired, it's late. So, that's not enough context. It's 10 p.m. It's not that late unless you slept like shit the night before, which I did. Mike, yes, I know this old world stuff. It's all old. It all just looks exactly the same as the stuff that was for AOS. It looks exactly the same, but I do want to have a look at them anyway. Connor, I didn't know the Forge World Eldar stuff is gone. We'll have a look at that in a second. But I will say, now I don't know how to segue into this in a way that isn't horribly depressing. So, on the subject of receiving calls from people you wouldn't expect, given that Mike mentioned his dad being gone for 27 years, I had an extremely alarming moment where I got a call from a friend of mine who died when they were 21? Was it 21 or was it 20? I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure because, like, we're closing on it being 18, 19 years ago. So it's kind of difficult to remember exactly. It was a whole blur, that sort of time. But I remember getting a phone call and looking and being extremely alarmed to see her name 5 years later, because at some point, somehow, I had got her sister's mobile number saved in my phone under her name. And that was a real, oh dear God, what is happening? I do not like this at all sort of moment. Totally my own fault. I don't know what I'd done. At some point, I just saved under the wrong name. It happens, but in that specific context, I had a real kind of, I don't believe in ghosts, but what the fuck is this shit sort of moment. And it took me took me a solid 30 seconds of just staring at the phone and going, okay, I think I know what I probably did, maybe. And then I picked up the phone. It was the sister. It was all fine. But for a second there, not great. Not brilliant. It was not ideal. It was, yeah. Kind of freaked me out for a moment there. Which I think is understandable, you know. I even answered the phone spooked because she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was just like, "Oh, let's not go into it. It's fine. Don't worry about it." Christ. I had a similar thing with an uncle I had never met. About 10 years after my dad died, I met him, and it nearly freaked me out because of how alike they looked. Oh yeah, that was the thing with the friend that died. She was a twin, so there was a little bit of kind of, yeah, that sort of thing going on. But freaked me out real bad. Wasn't a fan. And it was my own stupid fault, but you know, you pick up the phone and eldritch horror comes out of it. I mean, I could probably make that as a kit bash. That would be a good cosmic horror mega gargant, right? An old style phone. Ryan, there's like 3 people that I've never deleted out of my phone even though they're gone. I just don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. So they just stay. For all I know, the numbers have been reassigned, but I never use them. So anyway, this has got very oh, Jen. Ugh. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that can just remind you, isn't it? Like, even when it's not something strictly related, it can remind you when it's someone who looks similar or that. And weirdly, I don't remember dreams 99.9% of the time. I specifically remember after a certain friend died, because like we were both very young when she did. I had the most horrendous vivid dreams of just her still being around, which was really difficult to work out what was happening. I mean, it was probably a very just human reaction of I miss this person, but yeah, very, very kind of, it affects you in unexpected ways, you know? Anyway, I feel like this has got very sad and dark very very suddenly. Where did that even come from? Because my mum tried to call me after 8 p.m. and then we delved into young death. Gee, what is happening? But then again, I say that, it just happens. It sucks and it hurts, but it does. Just part of what... Weirdly, it sounds self-centered, but how you deal with that sort of thing and how you deal with the aftermath and how you come to terms with it is extremely formative. in a way. Anyway, let's look at some miniatures. The number of people who have dropped from this stream in talking about death and people leaving us is pretty high. I'm going to go ahead and assume that most people did not sign up for discussions of mortality in their late night miniature appreciation streams. But then again, welcome to being a human being, I guess. It's not all brilliant. Exactly, Craggy. Exactly. People aren't really gone if we're still remembering them. Yes. Okay. Warriors of Chaos Battalion. This is just going to be AOS. It's just going to be... Oh, okay, no, I take it back. I take it back. To be fair, Jen, I tend to cut out the stuff from videos where we confront our own mortality and have existential crises. But I might not from this point on. We'll see how it goes. In the last stream, we talked about meat pockets. The duality of man. The duality of man. On the one end of the scale, you've got the meat pockets of the Vespid Stingwings. On the other end of the scale, you have the human condition. Where might we end up on said scale? We just don't know. We're just going to have to go forth and find out. We've run the gamut. Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I nearly choked on nothing there. That made me laugh so much, I nearly choked on nothing. I'm going to burp in a horrible way, sorry. Oh, God. Ridiculous. Awful. Right. Sorry. Oh, wow. The duality of man. Oh my God. Anyone tuning in for the first time is never coming back. Never coming back. That's it. Oh, Bule? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Can anyone explain the meat pocket part? I don't know how best to just, explain that. If you go onto the live tab of the channel and watch the Kill Team reveal stream, it comes up. It's a thing. We had a whole conversation about it. Oh my God. Ow. Yeah, no, don't Google it. Just go to that stream and have a look at it. Alright. Miniatures? Miniatures? Oh, shit, that reminds me. Look. Oh, God, I need to fly out my seat. Look what I got. Look what I got. Look what I got. Look at this. Look at this. You can't see it because it. I don't. Did I just show my fucking address? I really hope I didn't. Hang on. Hang on. I need to check that I didn't just do something really stupid. Hang on a second. Just check. Okay, I didn't. Alright, we're good. We're good. I got excited and I was like, did I just open this in full view of the goddamn camera? I didn't though. I've got my Trench Crusade miniatures. I've got them. They arrived. The Kickstarter that was ages ago. They are before me in the little box. They just showed up today randomly. I wasn't expecting them. I'm so goddamn excited. Plus, look at the art. Look at the art cards. Oh, it's so good. Look at him. Oh, yeah. Yes. There's an observer. I don't know what she is yet. I haven't reached that bit. That's like an anti-tank hunter. With a big old gun. And an ammunition slag. I don't know what she's called. Trench Pilgrim. Oh, hell yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to put the art up behind me. I'm thinking, like, underneath the transistor poster, I'm going to put, like, I'm going to make, like, a picture frame with the Trench Crusade art, and I'm going to move the poster of transistor up so that it's there. Oh, goddamn, I'm so goddamn excited. I'm so excited. The thing is, I backed that Kickstarter so long ago, before I even knew what it really was. I just saw the miniatures and went, hell yeah, that looks great. And then I backed it, and then there's been delay after delay, which is not their fault. Siocast really fucked them over. But, like, I just wasn't expecting them to arrive, and then they got here today, and I was just like, yeah, let's go. Anyway. Thank you very much for joining Master of the Stairs. Thank you for tuning in. Marchers, Empire at War. Okay, Petchington, I don't think we're going to manage that tonight. It's 10 past 10. And we've been going for like 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I'm losing my shit over here. We were going to talk... Do you remember when at the 2 hour mark we were going to look at this chaos stuff? Jesus Christ. I think I deserve at least 5 gifted members if we get through this. That's the most disgusting emotional blackmail I've ever done. That is gross. That is disgraceful. Right. See, this is the Manticore, but it's... I think it's missing... Doesn't the Manticore have a couple of heads? Either way, that looks cool. That's a cool model. I like that model. This dude's old AF, so is she. Like both of those. They're great. Love those. But then I would do, because they've been available forever. That's it. That's the Manticore I remember. Again, great model. Great model. Love that. These are old as fuck. Chimera, that's it. It's the Chimera that's got multiple heads. Thank you, Ayrton. Thank you. I'd forgotten which one was which. But yeah, that's a great model. I really like that. These are shit. These are terrible. The poses. What is going on with the poses? Look, we can only do one pose on the feet. Nothing else. That's it. We're not... No. What do you mean, tilt at the ankles? We're not going to do that. Why would we? These need an update so badly, it's unreal. They're not even charmingly old. They're just old. They're just ancient, and they didn't age well. And all of the nonsense going on with their, like, front feet needs to get out. No. Guy on the right is playing piano. He is. Okay, hang on. Hang on a second. I want to... Can I... Hang on a second. I want to see if I can... I want to see if I can do a bit of... It's not going to be a piano, but I don't know... He's got a little bit of the... Let me get rid of let me get this. We'll turn this down. I don't know what that sounded like because I haven't got the volume turned up enough to really hear it. It probably sounded absolutely terrible. Oh, it's on transpose down -4. Actually, that didn't sound too bad. It could have been worse. I can't really tell what it sounded like. We could go full prog. We could do a bit of... It's very out of tune. It's very out of tune. Oh God, I can't get... There we go. Oh! It's because I was using the wrong one, gang. I should have been using this one. This is the one that I was using earlier. This one's in tune. This one's in tune. That's what I did. That's the thing. Because this one's actually like... Where did that even come from? Oh yeah, okay. So it's because this guy looks like he's playing the piano, so I picked up a guitar. Sure. Why am I physically feeling this music? Well, if notes are like atonal enough, they could make you sick. That might be it. Descending into bullshit now. What are we even doing? What are we even doing at this point? What are we doing? Alright, these look great. Why am I holding the guitar? It's just become absolute nonsense trash. Oh dear. I mean, middle guy, old AF, but looks cool. Guy on the right looks fantastic. Guy on the left looks too old. Less said about those, the better. to be honest. Less said about those, the better. Oh, dear. And those, yep. They look fantastic. Love them. Absolutely love those guys. Those look great. These haven't aged at all. These are so good. So good. As are these. 10 out of 10. Would buy. Oh, nice weapon upgrade pack. Again, those all look really cool. Like those. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. Incredible. Love that. I mean, he's better than the other guys. The Shaggoth, whatever they called. What are they called? Shoggoth? Shaggoth, that's it. The Shaggers. The King Shagger looks way better than the other Shaggers. Skinwolves! Fucking Skinwolves are back. Hell yes. Hell yes. Top tier sculpts, these. Class from start to finish. Hell yeah. Skinwolves. Inject it into my veins. Give them to me now. Also this. I think this might be a Trish Cardle special. Maybe. I might be wrong about that. But they're... Oh, man. The Skinwolves and this dragon. Fucking incredible. Absolutely top tier. Hell yes. This is also great. Where have these models been? Look at them. They're fucking insane. They're so good. These are timeless. All of them. Like, these 5 miniatures, they could have been released yesterday. And they would... Like, they wouldn't look out of place. Hell yeah. I want all of them. I want all 6 of these. 5 of these? No, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, they're great. They're stunning. Metal mate. Oh god. No. Too old. Too old. Too old. Nope. This is what we say to those. It's an atonal miss. Oh, that sounded ethereal. Oh, oh, there. Anyway, these are all good. These are all good. They do look dated, but they kind of look classic at the same time. The chariots look like the chariots you can get for AOS. The boar, hound, whatever the hell these are. The horned freaks look great. I mean, these look fine. These look fine. I like all of these. Yeah, the chariots aren't even that old. Aren't even that old. I mean, they're pretty old. That's a lot of chaos. Yeah, it is. But, of all of them... Oh, man. Okay. What do we like more? Is it the Skinwolves? Is it the dragon? Or is it whatever the hell that guy is? What is he? The gigantic spawn of chaos. I think the Warpfire Dragon takes it for me. That is a stunning miniature. That is absolutely incredible. If they really, like, if they put an article out right now saying we've got a new Warpstone Dragon or Warpfire Dragon or whatever the hell, like, whatever it is, I would be like, quality, let's go. Let's go. That looks insane. So good. So good. distracting myself now. It's just getting like weirdly. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing things with my hands. I've been really good and not fidgeted all night, and now I'm just like, I have a guitar in my hands. It's gone wrong. Put a bit of fuzz and overdrive into it. No, sorry, yeah, no. The audio is not even remotely balanced. It's not even remotely balanced. I haven't got it set up for, like, randomly playing guitar and then talking. Because why would I do that? Why would I do either of those? Set up for anything like that, so apologies. I just picked it up, and yeah. I have to admit, I keep thinking I should do a different theme tune for the channel, but actually make it myself. But that's a huge amount of work, which I'm not prepared to do currently. Sorry, Boris. I'm going to turn it off now and put it down. Ow. Oh, don't smack the other guitars. Oh. There you go. Alright. I think we're caught up. Right? I think we're caught up. Yeah? We did. New Warhammer Plus miniatures. We did AOS. We did Middle Earth. We did Old World. Right? We're there. We're there. We also covered grief, the death of friends and family, corporate direction, audio balancing, guitar reverb. What else did we cover? How shit YouTube is, if you want to take time off. Technical issues. I mean, we've got a lot done. We've done pretty well for topics so far tonight. I say so far. We're going to stop now. So, we covered flaps, wings, nips. Yeah, flaps, wings, and nips. About right, to be honest. Seems about right. If any of you have anything else that you want Doreen to say, keep in mind that she only talks for $2 or more because she's a Tory. Now's the time to do it. Eric 1, nope, I am not using physical pedals at all. I am using this, what I'll show you quickly now before we stop, because that gives people time. That gives everyone time. If you fancy gifting any more memberships, now is the time to do it. If you wanted to make Doreen talk, now's the time to do it, because we're going to stop in a second. But I use this, which is the Archetype Rebia plugin by Neural DSP. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I forgot. Let's get rid of that. And yeah. Oh no, you can't hear that. It doesn't matter. Idiot. So yeah, there's a bunch of presets I use, so on and so forth. There's also ones from Factory and other stuff. So yeah, this is what I use for playing guitar 9 times out of 10 now. I do have a very nice Hughes and Kettner amp on the desk, but yeah, that takes more time to set up. So yeah. So we're probably going to stop there. If you have any last members to give, any last comments to make via Doreen, now is the time. I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And the videos for the next, 3 days are pretty much all going to be based around what you saw tonight. So those lucky few of you, well, you can ignore those, but don't ignore them. Don't ignore them, because just clicking on them and leaving it to play for a minute, it helps a lot. It does a lot. You know, not as much as gifting members or super chats, but it does a huge amount. So, you know, don't totally ignore them, but they're there. They're there.
Good night, you beautiful people. Great to have you back, Kiri.
Thank you very much, Dunra. You lovely, beautiful person. I'll do it, Petchington. I'll get round to it. I'll get round to it. We're not doing it now. We've been live for 3 hours. I'm going to go to bed. Alright? I'm tired. I was tired at 8 PM and it's 2.5 hours later. Thank you very much for watching. I had a blast. I actually really enjoyed this. And if the blue screen issues are sorted, we'll do this way more often. Thank you again. Love you all. And I'll see you for whatever the next thing happens to be.